Alrighty guys, so we're getting into that time of year where we get into winter projects. Stuff I didn't want to tear apart over the summer. I'll have the time for over the winter, but as usual we have the 44Ls and the Navy L if I ever feel like actually taking that apart. And over here I just pulled this in here tonight. This is the 99 Pro 8 and the 2-speed axle. That high range does not stay engaged. So I think this will be a good one because a lot of people have these kind of problems, and I'm pretty sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure the clutch housing is rounded. Because basically there's a square cog that goes back and forth, and if you shift them while they move a lot or it's not adjusted right and it keeps hopping out, it rounds the corners off. And eventually it won't stay in at all like this one does. It'll only stay in reverse. So that tells me it's rounded off pretty good. And the transmission in this thing, I swear it slips in like every gear. So I'm wondering if they don't have gear oil or something in the trans. That'll be a winter project here. And we'll segue over to some more. The 50L has some leaking gaskets and stuff. Get to that. 16G will be getting new headlights. One of the headlight bulbs burned out in it, and I got one out in the GMT 900. Since I got them working, I don't know if I ever posted a video about that or not. But I got to put the carb on that one night too. So anyhow, I'm gonna segue outside here to some other projects. Alrighty, hopefully you guys can see this alright, but we got the 57 SR tractor that the top end, I'm pretty sure it needs rebuild on. I never pulled the cylinder head and looked at it or nothing, but that's another one. And I might be able just to hone that. I don't know. I'll have to tear it apart and see how bad it is. Okay, out here in the back of the metal building, we got 3 more projects. I think you guys remember the 68 430 last year. I went through the trouble and redid the motor and everything. Well, it's already knocking again after I used it for a little bit. And I have another crank for it, because I believe the crank was the main issue why I started knocking all of a sudden. Basically the journal on the crank was not ground. When somebody ground it under, it wasn't ground wide enough for the new rod, and then it just wears it away instantly, and that puts the the metal filings right into the rod and stuff. So the main reason I didn't change the crank last year, I could not get the flywheel off of that thing because the end of the crank is broke off. So I bought a new crank, and basically I'll put my puller on it and just pull on it till she breaks or something gives. And then segueing from there, I have 2 old style 50-inch decks that need the spindles rebuilt on. So I will look into buying quite a few spindle bearings for these. And I'll be rebuilding 1 minimum. It's nice when you have decks if you can actually use them. So I'm going to rebuild these 2. I don't think I have any more hold decks floating around that aren't on tractors, except for this one sitting outside over here, but it's actually good and it can go on if the camera will focus. There we go. On parts and pieces and this 430. And we also have that Onan motor from Parts and Pieces to take apart and see why that thing was pushing oil after you run it for 40 or 45 minutes. So that's something else. What else do I have? I don't really have a whole lot. I've kind of been working through stuff steadily over the summer while I've had money. And for right now, guys, I'll be honest with you. This is kind of a little bit of a filler video. I don't really have... This is Tuesday night. I normally put a video out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I don't have anything edited. And I just don't have any projects finished. And just so you guys are aware, I'll be making a couple videos this weekend, but they're just obviously not going to be ready for this week. So, you guys will have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully some of the projects I have talked about are coming home this weekend. I finally got the money for them. I think most of you guys know how that goes. Money does not grow on trees, and it takes a little while to get that sort of cash lined up, especially when you don't make a whole pile in the first place, or it doesn't seem like it. All disappeared somewhere. I don't know where the heck it goes. Surely couldn't be in tractors. So anyhow, guys, just let me know what you guys want to see in the comments section, because I have some projects, stuff in the works. Videos just haven't been finished, so just let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more L's, or want to see me get into the newer stuff here a little bit. And there's also the possibility of attachment rebuilds. Like I have them axle extensions sitting underneath my press. That's been a little over a year, and I've never touched them. I got them freed up and everything. Getting a text message in the middle of a video, so hold on here until that stops. It's actually about one of the projects for this weekend, so I'll look at that in a minute. But anyhow, totally lost my train of thought. Rebuilding attachments and stuff. Extension axles I haven't touched in a year. Oh, and right now, with daylight savings time changing, a lot of the, like, using the tractor's videos, mowing, blowing, plowing snow, etc., it's really hard because it's dark right whenever I get home from work. I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed this with the time change. So, yeah, I was totally going with that somewhere before I got that text. Yep, if I can remember where I'm going with it, I'll let you know, but otherwise, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I get some videos put together and saved and uploaded. You guys will be the first to see them and know. So, anyhow, later, guys. See if I get to go pick up this project this weekend.